Welcome back to another week of Fan State. We are diving into week 7. What a crazy week of fantasy football. I don't want to stop for a bit. Let's get right into it. Starting with last week, Ricky Stanicki versus Jalissa, 118.66 to 70.46. What an absolute ball buster from Jalissa. Ricky Stanicki has Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle drops a 30 bomb. Another one, actually, 2 weeks in a row. Congrats to Ricky Stanicki. They're on a roll right now, 4-2. I think they are, they're second in the league. Crazy to see, second in the league. They are in a three-way tie with two other teams for that second spot, but in terms of points for, they are in the top. Next matchup, Demardiac Arrest versus Widget. Really interesting matchup. I think we chose Demardiac Arrest to win this match. Ends up being 103.32 to 125.24. Widget wins this. Finally, Lad McConkey and Brian Thomas Jr. have a breakout game. They're playing up to what they were supposed to be this season, and that's what gives Widget the edge over Demardiac Arrest. Next matchup, First Down Syndrome versus, I miswrote that. Let's see, First Down Syndrome versus Daddy's team. I thought this would be a better matchup. First Down Syndrome, I think this is the lowest amount of points scored I've probably ever seen. I know it's the lowest amount this season, 59.42 to 141.54. It's hard to beat a team when they score 141 points. It's easy to beat a team when they score 59.42 points. Honestly, for First Down Syndrome, I don't know what happened. A lot of players, great players, they didn't score a lot. Egbuka is now out for we don't know how long, but he should be back. But for now, he is injured. Next matchup, Steelers of Joy versus Team McElhaney. Honestly, you probably know how this went. Team McElhaney scored a lot of points. Steelers of Joy did not. Team McElhaney keeps going on. They are on a roll right now, 5-1, first in the league. Coop Cup Clan versus Collins. If you were paying attention to this matchup, you'd be thinking to yourself, okay, probably game of the week. No, it was not game of the week, but it was still a great matchup to watch. Not high scoring, but it did come down to Monday Night Football. And best of all, it was kicker versus kicker. Battle of the Mats. Matt Prater versus Matt Gay. And Matt Gay gets it done. Coop Cup Clan wins 113.82 to 107.64. Honestly, what a great matchup. You don't see this often. Kicker versus kicker, Monday Night Football. Not high scoring, but honestly, so entertaining to watch. And you're probably wondering, what other game could beat that for game of the week? Diggs in a Blanket versus Jennifer Aniston probably most likely will be game of the year. Let me just start off with the score. Diggs in a Blanket takes this matchup 140.98 to 139.62. So just a little bit over 1.3 points was the difference. Coming down to Monday Night Football, the odds were in Jennifer Aniston's favor, 99% to 1. Let's just say Bijan Robinson decides to drop 30 plus points. Pat Mahomes also just decides to drop over 30 points. Comes down to Bears versus Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt fumbles the ball for the Commanders. The Bears get it back in about 2 minutes left. All Diggs in the Blanket needs to do is score a few more points, and that is what he does to give Diggs in the Blanket an edge over Jennifer Aniston. 99% to 1%. Holy moly, what a comeback from Diggs in a Blanket. Congrats to Diggs in a Blanket. If I had to just give this on a 1 to 5 scale rating, I could not give it a 5. It has to be more than a 5. That's how insane this game was. It's going to be hard to see another game this season that tops this for game of the year. Wow, what a game. Going to the awards, I want to make something clear on this show here at Fan State. It's easy to make awards for, best team of the week, worst team of the week, by just going by points. But we don't do that. Any normal person, any normal sane person can read, numbers and points and see who the worst team was that week. But here at Fan State, we're a little bit smarter than other shows. So for team of the week, it's not about who scored the most points. It could be. That could be a factor. But it's about who went beyond their expectations, who showed out for that week. And for us, this week, team of the week will be Diggs in a Blanket. Went against the odds, looked like 1% chance to win going into Monday Night Football. Wins in a crazy comeback. And now for suck of the week, like I said, it doesn't have to be the team that scores the least amount of points. That is a big factor. But for this week, the suck of the week is First Down Syndrome. They did score the least amount of points, but they are also expected to score a good amount of points. They have a really good team. They're in the running to make a run at the championship, but they scored 59 points. That was honestly just terrible to see. So First Down Syndrome is our suck of the week. Do I have to say what game of the week is? Come on. Diggs in a Blanket versus Jennifer Aniston. That's what it is. Let's move on to the MP poll. MP poll, there was a few changes. Honestly, I would say some of the injuries that have been going on have been kind of changing up how teams are being placed in the MP poll. Let's start from the bottom. Steelers of Joy stays at 12. At number 11, Jalissa moves down 1. At number 10, Widget moves up to 10. At 9 is Diggs in a Blanket. At 8 is Daddy's Team. At number 7, Coblins actually moves down 2 spots. At number 6, Jennifer Aniston moves up a spot. At number 5, Coop Cup Clan moves up a spot. At number 4, we have Ricky Stenicki staying. First Down Syndrome at 3, moving down a spot. At number 2, we have DeMardiak Arrest moving down a spot. And we have a new number 1 team. Team McElhaney at number 1, moving up 2 spots. And that is your MP poll for this week. Let's dive into next week. First matchup we're going to go over, Ricky Stenicki versus Steelers of Joy. Ricky Stenicki is favored in this matchup, 122.7 to 111.4. Puka Nacua, he's out. We don't know when he's coming back. I don't care. Give us Ricky Stenicki to win that matchup. Steelers of Joy, they suck. But, hey, you never know. It's fantasy. Any team could win any week, but give us Ricky Stenicki. Coop Cup Clan versus First Down Syndrome. Interesting matchup. It's a 3 versus 4 spot. Not an MP poll, in the actual standings. Coop Cup Clan is projected to win 123 to 112. I'm going to be honest, I think First Down Syndrome is going to slow down a bit in this stretch of the season. Give us Coop Cup Clan to win. Next matchup, Team McElhaney versus Coblins. Close matchup in terms of projection, 129.8 to 125.64. Team McElhaney is projected to win. He does have James Cook on a bye. I don't see Team Mac slowing down unless someone just sends a nuclear bomb to every player on his team. Give us Team McElhaney to win. But if there's going to be an upset this week, I see the Coblins pulling it out. But still give us Team McElhaney. We won't be mad if you choose the Coblins to win. Very dangerous team still, even though they only dropped not a high amount of points last week. Next matchup, Widget versus Diggs in a Blanket. Diggs in a Blanket is projected to win by 4 points, 114 to 110. Expect that to change whenever Diggs in a Blanket head coach decides to switch out his kicker. His kicker's on a bye right now. So give us Diggs in a blanket to win that matchup and to continue his win streak, hopefully, to get out of that bottom tier of teams in this league right now. Next matchup, Jalissa versus Demardiak Arrest. 123 to 129. Demardiak Arrest is projected to win. CeeDee Lamb's back for Jalissa. Rashee Rice is back from his 6-game suspension. I did hear, though, they're going to try to ease him in and not fully just, here you go, Rashee Rice, play all the way. So we don't know how Rashee Rice will play in this first week. Josh Allen is also on a bye for Demardiak Arrest. I don't think that's going to matter. Give us Demardiak Arrest. Very great team. Last matchup of the week, Jennifer Aniston versus Daddy's team, 126 to 106. Ricky Pearsall is out for this week. We don't know when he's expected to come back. I'm just giving you straight. Jennifer Aniston winning a landslide. Sorry, Daddy's team. I know you scored 141 last week. We don't see that happening this week. Jennifer Aniston win. And that rounds out the Week 7 episode of Fan State. I will say, be on the lookout next week. There might be a special episode. We don't know. Just be on the lookout. And that's it for this week. Thank you for watching.